Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kagem. Oh my gosh, you guys, let's just get straight into the video. We have so much to talk about. I hope you can watch all the way until the end. You don't want to miss today's video. So basically, I was spending some time on Fashionphile like this week and last week. I was looking at a bunch of stuff and I noticed a trend on Fashionphile that I have to say I don't like. So let me just say a disclaimer because I know I have a lot of new subscribers. I have nothing against luxury resale per se. I will always prefer brand new items. But I have nothing against you if you resell your personal collection. I think that is fine. And yeah, you're well within your rights too. And also, if you buy it resell, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think you have every right to do so. My actual issue is really with these luxury resale platforms. Fashionphile is a very successful business. I think they make $45 million a year. That's the number I saw on the internet. And then I also saw a number from bizjournals.com. They said they make about $10 million from mending and alterations of luxury products. So look, Fashionphile are making it rain. I don't have any beef with that. That's fine. My issue with them is I kind of feel like they're taking advantage of certain luxury customers, and I'll explain why. Let's look at Exhibit A. Okay, this is the Alma BB in the Damier Ebene. On Fashionphile, there is a listing that is going for $1,695 in the US. I'll just use dollars in this video because I have an international audience and USD is used obviously in a lot of like issues like in business and things like that. So let's just use USD for this video, but you can obviously convert into your currency as well. This bag is going for $1,695, but the Alma BB on the website is actually $1,480 in the Damier Ebene canvas if you live in the US. So obviously you're paying a premium to purchase it on Fashionphile. That particular listing, if I'm successful, I'll post all of the listings in the description below. That particular listing was not for a brand new bag, which to me, I just kind of think is like, listen, okay, you're kind of doing a little bit too much. And I just don't know how they justify literally adding a premium for the Damier Ebene canvas. Like, I personally don't understand that. So I saw this listing. I was like, no, it's an aberration. It's fine, because there are other listings where the prices aren't at retail, but there are actually many listings that are going above the retail price. Let's look at Exhibit B. Here is the Alma BB in black in the Epi. I believe the Epi, I'll post the price that Fashionphile have charged it at. I believe the Epi Alma BB brand new is $1,760 if you buy it in store in the US or on the website. And obviously this price that they're charging is ridiculous. I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to hold back, okay? You're always gonna get me unfiltered. Let's just keep it real, okay? This is crazy. You cannot tell me that the black Alma BB in Epi is more expensive on Fashionphile, okay? And it is not, I believe this listing is not brand new. Even if it is brand new, that's even more ridiculous, okay? Because you can go and get it brand new at the store. When I saw these two listings, it got me thinking, and I was like, whoa, there's actually a trend here. Because Fashionphile, obviously, the way it works, from what I understood when I was reading it on their site, is that, you know, you contact them, they give you an offer, and they buy out the bag from you, and then they resell it. I understand that they have to add their profits, and that's absolutely fine. I have no issues with that. My issues are just really with them kind of overcharging for kind of bags that are classics at this point, which have no reason for being resold at a premium. We're not talking about a limited edition bag. We're talking about a bag that can be found in basically every single Louis Vuitton boutique across the world. Even the boutiques in Johannesburg and Cape Town on the African continent will have the Almas. The Almas are very popular in South Africa. There are tons of luxury South African unboxings featuring the Alma BB in Damier and in Epi. So there is no justification for putting a massive premium on this bag. I'm sorry, guys, there isn't. No one can tell me that that's okay. I totally understand kind of needing the money. So maybe you have like a good quality product, and obviously maybe Fashionphile will have like lots of customers who like to buy it resale. But to me, that is actually kind of them taking advantage of people who don't know that you do not have to spend that much money. You can just go to the store or you can order it on the website. And we're not talking about international customers either here, because this is the US site for people who live in the United States. It was crazy to me because when I was looking at some of these listings, people had them in their carts when I was looking at them. And I'm just like, but guys, you can go and get the brand new one on the website, like literally right now. I was thinking, who are the people who are accidentally buying these Alma BBs above retail? Do they know that the Alma is actually cheaper at Vuitton and buying it online from the Vuitton site? Do they know that? Obviously, they don't know that. Who would willingly spend more money, okay, to enrich Fashionphile when you can save that $200, $300 difference and go buy something else? They obviously don't know. So what I think is that Fashionphile are actually kind of changing who their original target market is. I believe now, because the resale market is super, super hot, they're actually targeting people who are interested in purchasing luxury brands but maybe feel a little bit nervous about going to buy in store. There are many people who are just a little bit cagey about going to the store. Maybe they feel like the SA will be mean to them. Maybe they feel kind of nervous about going into a very expensive boutique and buying something. That is a human reaction. Many of us have been there. Of course, going to a luxury boutique to me is not intimidating, but I do have a luxury shopping channel, and you guys watching, you're probably not intimidated by it, but there are many people who are intimidated by it, and that's okay. And I feel like the whole point of this video is to, hopefully, if you're watching this video and you're someone who was trying to buy it resale because you're nervous about going in the store, I hope you know that you have every right to go in store. You are valid to go in store. Or if you're worried about that, just order from the website and do your research. Because to me, I think it's absolutely wild that Fashionphile are getting away with this. And I have receipts, baby, today, okay? And I'll post everything in the description below. And obviously you will be seeing screenshots throughout this video if you haven't seen them already. So those two examples to me were just super wild. I was like, come on, man, this is too much. Fashionphile doing too much. And then I saw this listing, and that's when I was like, okay, I've got my hair out today. I'm not wearing a wig, but if I was wearing a wig, my wig would have been on the floor. So here we have the beautiful, gorgeous saffron on the go. I think this is the size, the on the go from the By the Pool collection. This bag, when it dropped in the By the Pool collection, it was such a hot piece. So many people were trying to score this bag. It was very, very hard to buy online. I remember in Facebook groups, people were like, oh my God, when is it being restocked? When is it being restocked? People clicking refresh all the time. So in the US, this bag actually on the Vuitton site retails for $3,550. It is unavailable, okay, to purchase at the moment. And I think at resale on Fashionphile site, I think they're selling it for like 4,400 and some change, something like that. I'll put the price on the screen. So when I saw this, like, obviously my first reaction is to be like, no way, you're spending way too much to purchase this item. It's a beautiful bag. It's a beautiful piece. This is the empreinte piece as well. So it's not canvas. It is the empreinte leather, I believe. Just an absolutely gorgeous bag, perfect for summer holidays and things like that. So I think it's like just under $1,000 or something like that. It's like between $800 and $1,000 under. No, sorry, it's between $800 to $900 over the original retail price. So some of you might be like, well, that's fair, I guess, because this bag is going to be really, really hard to get. So to that point, let me push back a little bit. Last week, I was on the Vuitton site looking at a bunch of things on different parts of the website, ready to wear and things part of the living section. And then I remembered the By the Pool collection. I was like, well, let me go see if anything is still available. Guess what was available? Okay, that day, I forgot which weekday it was, and it was nighttime. And this bag right here, the Speedy 25 Bandoulière, was available from the By the Pool collection. This bag has been so hard for people to buy. I remember on Facebook, in this one particular group, there was someone looking for this bag, okay? Desperately searching this bag. Now, the website I saw it on was the Louis Vuitton website for Europe in English, but that ships from the Netherlands. So I just want to be very specific. And I think the price I saw was like 1,800 euros, something like that. So I went back into the Facebook group and I was like, oh my God, I saw it, go now and check. And the person was like in the US. I'm like, oh my God, but I'm in the US and, you know, how am I going to get it? You know, it's just a nightmare. This bag was available that day. As of right now, when I went to look at it, it is unavailable. Okay. So I feel like these kind of special pieces like this one, these are not going to be classics. They're probably not going to stick around, which is a shame. I hope that they consider to make the By the Pool a permanent collection because it was such a popular release. But I guess people kind of feel like, wow, I can make a lot of money buying from these like capsule collections because they know that they're not going to be permanent. And I totally understand making a bit of a premium. I don't have an issue with that. I guess my issue with the price that Fashionphile is charging is we all know, okay, that they did not give the person the retail price for this bag. Okay, that makes no business sense. You're not making $45 million offering every single person the retail price for their bag, you know, even depending on how good the condition is. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like, you know, the kind of, I mean, with this kind of example, you can understand it a little bit more, but they're making a lot of money on top of retail. So I just feel like Fashionphile need to be a little bit more forthcoming with some of their listings. There's another sneaky thing that Fashionphile does. On one of the listings that was selling under retail, for the Alma BB, they write the retail price. So they have the price, I think was something like 1,300 something. It was obviously a used Alma BB. And then they wrote like an estimated retail price 1,480. But on the listings that have the higher price, they do not write the retail price, okay? So you are kind of taking advantage there, and you're being kind of cunning and wily because you don't want people to know the retail price, because obviously if you know the retail price, you just go on Vuitton's website and purchase it. What do you guys think of this? And what do you think of how like classic Louis Vuitton items that are easy to purchase in the store are being sold over retail and they are not brand new? What do you think of this? Do you think it's right? Or if it's wrong, I'd love to know what you think. One of my subscribers, Naj, sent me this listing that she saw on Fashionphile. Thank you, Naj, for sending that along to me. I wanted to mention it because I want to also kind of note something else that I've noticed on all these resale sites. So with this listing, this is the Kelly 28 Sellier Nylon Croc in shiny, and the color is called Vert Anis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, this is a cute bag. It is obviously very beautiful. It was made in 2012, so a baby girl is 9 years old, okay? Now, for me personally, I love it. I think it's great. By the way, this green color, it looks like a kind of limey kind of green. It looks very fresh, and I think it would actually go, if your like wardrobe is quite colorful, this would fit right in. Now, my thing was like the price, okay? And I know you're like, okay, well, you like exotics, so you need to deal with that. Yes, I love exotics and I love them. I think they're great. And while I'm not a massive fan of luxury resale, the one part I would absolutely consider resale for is exotics, particularly a special piece like this one. I would happily spend money at resale for a very special exotic piece. Now, when I was looking at this, I was like going through all of the details with a fine tooth comb. And when Naj sent it to me, the listing was live. As of today, filming this video, and when by the time you see this video, it has gone like offline. The bag is sold out, okay? So I think items like this kind of just prove like how powerful luxury resale is for very niche markets. Exotic leather is a super niche market, and the way the exotic market is moving right now, it's actually becoming a monopoly, with Hermes, Vuitton, and Fendi being the three key players, and it's going to be a monopoly between those three houses, Gucci to a lesser extent, and Dior to a lesser extent as well. Now, this piece, I was trying so hard to find the in-store prices for the Kelly 28 Sellier in Nylon Croc. It was very, very hard to find, but there is a thread on the press forum where someone posted the Kelly 28 in alligator, okay, and I believe it was also Sellier, and the price for that as of 2021 was 30,700 euros. Based on today's exchange rate, that's about $36,000 to $37,000. Now, yes, I know using conversions not really right, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know that, but we're just going to use that as a kind of we'll just use that as a foundation for the argument that I'm about to make. This is a 9-year-old bag, okay? Hermes is selling the Kelly 28 Sellier alligator for 30,700 euros. So it's just a little bit more expensive than this bag, and it's brand new and it's made this year. So you can only imagine how much this bag actually costs in FSH or Sevres in 2012 when it was made. I feel like the market for very niche luxury goods is going to be sky high at resale. It doesn't matter whether it's an exotic, whether it's a supercar, whether it's like a really unique boat. I think these very niche luxury products command a massive premium. I can only imagine the amount of money that Fashionphile have made on this listing, and it has already been sold. So I think if you're someone who really likes exotics, I do think particularly Hermes, because Hermes are known for making some of the best in the world, I just feel like with that amount of money that you're spending, you should still just try and score in the boutique if you can, if you live close to a boutique. It's not easy for everyone, but anyone who has $35,000 to spend on purchasing a Kelly exotic, obviously would easily be able for them to go into any Hermes boutique, build a I was going to say build a wait list. That's how much I'm thinking about it. Build a relationship over a short period of time and then be eligible to get a wait list for an exotic bag. I don't believe it will be that hard for you if you are very clear that you're ready to spend the money. Now, another side of this argument could be that the person who purchased this item might be using I think the installment plans that Fashionphile have. I think they do actually have installment plans, so you can pay over time, in which case, obviously, you maybe you have 15,000 today, but you don't have the full 35,000. Well, okay, you can put the 15,000 down and then you can pay over time, which I also think is fine. Everyone manages their finances differently. I feel like paying in installments just personally would not be for me, but I can see how it can work for other people who are very liquid and get cash all of the time. I feel like if you have very niche products in your wardrobe right now, so very niche products that command high prices, luxury resale is like a good way to make a lot of money, in my opinion, for you guys out there. The Damier Ebene is not a niche item, okay? It is a mainstream item, okay? This particular bag from Hermes in that Nilo croc, that is a niche luxury item. Exotics are just not everyone's cup of tea. Many people do not like them. Many people love them. So they are one of those love or hate kind of items. And I know this because I love exotics. I think they're so beautiful. One of my most passionate luxury purchases ever in my life was a Louis Vuitton bag that was exotic. I love them so much. But on Facebook, I have noticed that the people who buy exotics are very savvy, okay, about if something is worth the price or not. And when it comes to Hermes, like someone might just have that money, okay, the 35K in their account. They don't have time for the shenanigans or the games. My sister lives in Switzerland, and I was reading about like the luxury scene in Switzerland, and I was reading tons of reviews for the Hermes and Chanel boutiques in Switzerland. So many shenanigans and games. People do not have time. And I kind of respect the people that are like, I don't have any time for your games. Okay, I'm just gonna go and purchase this item. So I would say even if you don't like exotic leather, this is a great example of how powerful platforms like Fashionphile have become, because they're really getting people who have a lot of money to spend. $35,000 is a ton of money to spend on a 9-year-old bag. You could take that 35K today, okay, and you could buy this bag right here from Gucci, which is, I believe, the Gucci Sylvie in medium. It comes in this beautiful hibiscus red crocodile. It is brand new. Now, personally, if you ask me, because I don't like the idea of an old bag with little scratches on the metal, because that's what the listing said, I would take the Gucci bag. But I understand the need for people to score a quota bag. I completely understand, because I would love to get a quota bag as well. So completely understand the need to kind of score that bag, because at the end of the day, who knows whether you bought it in store or not? People don't know that you didn't buy it in store, and who cares, frankly? You got the Kelly, and it's a real bag. Now, another thing to just quickly mention about this listing is the Nilo croc is at the top of the food chain when it comes to exotic leather at Hermes and in general. There is a kind of school of thought that ostrich is at the bottom, just in terms of like desirability. And then after ostrich, you have lizard. And some people say that python isn't exotic anymore. I will always see python as exotic. I'll just add it in there. And then after that, obviously, you have alligator, then you have croc, and specifically the Nilo croc variant. So this bag, the person who sold this bag to Fashionphile, they probably made a bit of a profit on it, let's be honest, and Fashionphile probably making a massive profit on it. Niche products that are luxury are always going to do well at resale because they're just so incredibly hard to get. So that's the point I wanted to make. I would love to know what you think, and make sure that you drop me a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit notifications. We still have a lot more to talk about. I think the way Fashionphile prices Chanel bags is fascinating to me. Like, I know people in Paris are like, this is ridiculous, okay? Now, I don't have the screenshot for this particular listing, but I did see this as well earlier this week. There was a listing on Fashionphile of a pink trendy, I believe it was Chevron, a trendy CC. It was going for like $5,800 and some change on the US Fashionphile site. The trendy brand new, I believe, from the store is $5,600. Again, like I said, we know that Fashionphile are pretty much not offering retail to the people who are selling the item. Now, I'm just like, this is a bag that you can walk in the store and literally buy today. I just will never understand it. I think that if, those of you who are watching, you're very well versed in luxury, you buy in store, you buy resell. If you know someone who wants to buy in store, help that person. Who wants to buy resell, help that person. Because you might actually save someone $200, $300, $400 because someone doesn't know any better. There is a kind of school of thought, I think, of a lot of people who think that there is a game around Louis Vuitton bags or there's a game around Chanel bags. Okay, we know Hermes loves her shenanigans, and that's fine. So let's put her to the side for a second. But let's be real, there are no real games surrounding Chanel and Vuitton bags. Yes, there has been some drama with Chanel at the wait list. Well, we're talking about bags that are easy to get. I'm not talking about those one-off unicorn pieces. I'm talking about the Chanel 19, the classic flat, the trendy CC. Even with the trendy, it's a seasonal piece, but you should be able to get it even today. If you wanted to go to a Chanel boutique, you should be able to purchase it. So I just feel like it's so important for those of us who love luxury shopping. If you have a friend who's maybe hinted that they want to go get something, please make sure that you look at that listing with them. Don't be like, oh yeah, go on Fashionphile, go on Fashionphile, because there are these listings, and some of these listings to me are predatory, okay? Particularly when it comes to Vuitton and the canvas items, when you know very well that it's like $200, $300, or $400 cheaper actually just buying it in the store. Luxury resale to me is kind of heading into this kind of bubble territory. There's so many platforms out there, Fashionphile, The Real, Vestiaire, new entrants like Rebag. There's so many platforms out there for luxury resale. We are heading into bubble territory here. This is very similar to cryptocurrency. Started with Bitcoin, then other people, then Dogecoin, then this and that, and then all these coins and all these crypto platforms, which is absolutely fine. But that's kind of now, heading into like the bubble territory. And what does this mean for you guys who are shopping and you want to buy at resale? I think if you're actually buying at resale, you probably need to be way more cunning and way more smart about the way you shop, because you might actually find that if you sign up to Farfetch today, you get an automatic 10% discount with a brand new email address. You could actually just do that, get a discount, and you could just do that with multiple email addresses and just get them shipped to you all the time. You can actually save way more money than buying at resale. So just be clever about the way you do things. And before I go, I want to finish with a story that I saw in Facebook, in the Facebook group. I don't want to say which group it was because these Facebook groups, like, you can get banned really quickly. But there was a person in this one Facebook group who was selling a Cartier, I think it was a Cartier Juste un Clou or a love bracelet. And they made sure in the listing to say, hey, I'm actually going to be selling my bracelet. I need the money. Some unexpected financial things have come up. Those things happen. That's fine. And they're like, I'm not selling it for a premium at all. I will just sell it for the price that I paid. Please just pay shipping. That is fair. I think most people would respect that and have no problem with that at all. And I feel like on Facebook, particularly all of these luxury Facebook groups, it is like business. The listings, you see people posting ads like, buy this from me, buy this, there's a premium, there's that. I personally will never understand adding a premium for a product that you can buy in store. And in this same Facebook group, there were other people listing love bracelets or love rings for a big profit from what you would see in the Cartier boutique. So I just want to say, please, let's all make sure that we do things with integrity and honor. There's nothing wrong with making a profit. Fashionphile have every right to make a profit. You have every right to make a profit as well, but be reasonable. I think in Fashionphile's case, if you're selling to Fashionphile, I think you just need to respect the fact that you're not going to get what you paid for it, as particularly if it's like a Louis Vuitton canvas piece. I don't feel like it's fair to expect that you should get what you paid for it, unless you yourself are willing to advertise the item on social media. And I think this is, again, why maybe influencers kind of find this stuff easier, because someone already has a following. So with me, you're never going to see me posting on my IG page like, hey guys, buy this from me, because you already know that I'm not big on luxury resale. But I have seen a few YouTubers, I have seen a few people on Instagram like posting on the stories like, hey guys, buy this, but I'm selling it for a profit. I'm sitting there like, go buy, okay? Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video, guys. Please make sure you drop me a few likes and subscribe to my channel. Hit notifications as well. I know it's so annoying to ask people to do this. Edwin laughs at me all the time because he's like, there she goes again, asking people to hit notifications. Please do. It just means that, like, when you see my premiere, whatever, you'll get the notification. It just really helps to support my channel. I have so many fun videos coming up next week. I hope that you stick around for the ride. As always, I'm so honored and blessed that you've taken the time to watch my videos. And yeah, please make sure you drop me a comment or you're talking to me in the premiere chat. And I'll see you in my next video.